Welcome to story time. I have so many fun, hilarious stories from back in my bartending days, and this is going to be about one of them. I wanted to take a moment and just say thank you before I get into all that. So yesterday, if you're watching this on Facebook, then you already know that yesterday was my daughter's 14th birthday. And it was a difficult day for me. Those are difficult days, understandably so. And I celebrated them alone for the last 4 years, and I'm really grateful for all of the support and everything, and you guys sharing that moment with me when, I don't really. I share with the dogs too, but it's been a weird life. I'm just so grateful, once again. And many times over after this, like I said, I'll never stop reiterating that. In honor of her birthday, I did launch Mona's Laws on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. And the idea behind that is that I'm thinking about doing Contextually Human on that platform rather than Patreon for a couple different reasons. Mostly because that platform doesn't require the viewer, the audience, to have a membership. So it's, you know what I mean? It seems less like harnessing to you guys, actually. It's just kind of like, come and see, whatever, but So I launched a courthouse kidnapping actually on that, and I have it titled Mona's Laws. And those funds, of course, will be to go towards legal funds and everything that we're doing in the future for that. I also think it's going to be a really good way for me to get to know that platform before taking Contextually Human full speed with it, because I want to do it well. I feel like in the last 3.5 years, I've been in survival mode. So much family stuff, losing a mom, losing so much stuff. And I feel like I know that everything has been so consuming, emotionally, psychologically consuming, as it would for anyone, that it's been difficult to put out anything that is something that I think's good. Like, I don't know. I want to do something well. That's all. I don't know how else to say it. The last 3.5 years have been so weird. And that's another thing. I know, there's no way that other people haven't noticed, because I've noticed now, after everything that's happened, it's almost as if I'm still learning how to speak again. I know that people who watch my videos can tell that sometimes I'm looking for a word that I can't find, even if it's a common word. The last 3 years have been a lot. There's been a lot of isolation. There's been a lot of just a lot of lessons. And I understand what's going on with that. When you think about, here's a little fun neurology, little micro lesson. So when we think about neurology, the parts of our brain that are responsible for language, and I'm talking about Broca's area, Wernicke's, I can't say that word right either. And I'm having a hard time saying smear. Nobody else hears that I'm throwing an H in there. Nobody else, I can hear it. There's another word that I'm messing with. It's not coming out right. Anyways, okay, go back. So when we think about our brains, okay, the parts of the brain that control language, verbal comprehension, and expression, almost at many times, and especially in times of high emotion and trauma, they are almost compete with some of our more instinctual amygdaloid functions. So what I mean is when you hit fight or flight mode, right? When your sympathetic nervous system kicks in, it tends to have almost a seesaw effect on our verbal skills. It's like when one's up, the other one has a hard time. It's hard for our brains to do both at the same time. It's hard for our brains to experience emotion and explain it at the same time. This is human biology. But that doesn't mean that it has to be forever. And I also have noticed so much progress within myself. And I've said in so many of my videos how grateful I am for my education and, I mean, all of my psych certifications and everything, because I really think that a lot of that saved my life in a lot of this. And I will continue to heal my own brain. And I'm going to teach you guys how to do that too, because it's a human, in my opinion, learning how to heal your own brain and understanding how it works is actually a life skill. And that's something that I didn't even realize until all this. So I will leave a link. If you're watching this on Facebook, I'll leave a link in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, I will leave a link in the description to the Buy Me a Coffee Mona's Laws platform. And I'm going to keep adding to that and stuff. So I'm pretty sure I can stream on there. I'm still learning that platform and that kind of interface, but I'm pretty excited about it. The bottom line is that we will not sit down. Our children will not continue to be sold through the courts that were meant to protect us. And it's important that we speak when the Constitution isn't exactly applying to everyone. That's just the patriotic thing to do, whatever side you're on, doesn't matter, right? Right. It's the American way. And the next thing, just to pay a couple bills before I get to this hilarious story, I have 3 affiliate mattress links on a Linktree shop that I've started. You guys, sleep is so important. Good sleep is so important for us cognitively. It's important every cell of our being. You guys understand when we sleep, it is thought those are the times when our short-term memory are shifted to long-term memory in the rapid eye movement cycles, which makes that much easier to deal with. So cognitively, emotionally, psychologically, being sleep deprived is, in studies have shown that certain levels of sleep deprivation in drivers do even worse in closed courses than drunk drivers. That's true. That's not me telling you go drink and drive. Don't do that either. It's ridiculous. Get a freaking Uber. It's just not that hard. It's just not that. Just get an Uber. It's just not that hard. Anyways, so I put some mattresses on. The top one is I did a couple different price levels. The top one is a Tempur-Pedic, and I dream about having that mattress one day. But the bottom 2 are by Nectar. And if you don't know about Nectar mattresses, they're actually really cool too. Look at both websites because they have some amazing health benefits. I don't think the good sleep should be a luxury. I feel like it should be a right, but I mean, we live in a capitalistic society, so what are we going to do? We got to buy it. I mean, if we have to buy tampons, we're going to have to buy mattresses. It just is what it is. So let me tell you my story. So after my son was born, I began work very quickly at I was a bartender before he was born. And by the time I got big enough that I couldn't really bend over to get to the beer in the bottom of the wells, I stopped. I had to. I couldn't reach them. But then I went back pretty quickly afterwards. My body bounced back pretty quick. I think it's lucky. I know that's not everyone's experience. And I wasn't expecting that either. Like, I just woke up one day and I was like, oh, what? That's, I don't know. Like, it was weird. I was not expecting that. But so I started working at a place in Chesapeake. It used to be called Chevy's. And it was now it's called something else. Now it's called Eel's Nest, I think. Still, I'm pretty sure because they switched it a while ago. I'm pretty sure I was pregnant with Mona when they did that. It was a long time ago. But it wasn't quite as big then from what I've heard because I haven't been there in over a decade. But I was working. It was a Friday night. Me and Lillian. Hi, Lillian. Lillian, I remember this. We were working. And it was a Friday night. And it was that time where happy hour had ended and the nighttime. And this was like a club at night. So it got very busy. It was a very successful club. And it started to get a little busy. Like, we were kind of doing our thing, whatever. And it was like, we had these specials there that were like Friday night happy hours, like 25-cent shrimp or something. They were really good too. That food was really good. I bet the Eagle's Nest food is still really good. Okay, I gotta come back. Okay. So, anyways, and I don't even know what that has to do with this story, but that's just telling you how I remember it. So, there were 3 ladies sitting in the bar, and I had been working there for probably like 6 or 7 months at this point, maybe 6 months. And they had been drinking and they were talking amongst themselves, whatever. And one of them said, and she was just clearly trying to be mean. Like, now that I look back for like just no reason, because people are just mean sometimes. She goes, "Are you pregnant?" to me. And we're in like tight, like this kind of like tight little, tank tops that have the Crazy Ring Chevy stuff on. And I was like, I'm 22 at this. No, I was 23. And I had a baby like 6 months prior. So I took it in a way that didn't really make any sense because at that point I did not even close to look like I was pregnant. But I was emotional about it, my feelings. And I just looked at her and I was like, and I looked at Lily and I was like, she asked if I was pregnant. And Lily was like, oh, and she didn't even know how to like respond. So I just leave. I like go out in the back at this point. Okay. And I'm in tears. And our manager comes out. This is the same manager from the last story. He was hilarious. You know what? If you're watching this on YouTube, that video, I'll make it pop up right around here somewhere when this video ends. Stay tuned because I have a lot of funny stories with him too. And if you're watching it on Facebook, of course, I'll link in the comments. Let me leave it alone now for myself. He comes back there, and at this point now it's starting to get like busy. It's Friday night, and he goes, and I'm just like, he goes, "What is wrong with you?" And I was like, "The lady at the bar asked me if I was pregnant. I was like crying. He's so funny. I remember like it was yesterday. He's looking at me like this. And he just goes, who cares? I was like, oh, I gotta care a little. And he was like, Jamie, you're a bartender. You're giving people liquor. Sometimes they're going to say mean things to you. He was like, listen, I'm going to need you to fix your face, get over this, get back behind the bar because it's getting busy. Like, you have a job to do. And I was like, all right, okay, yeah. And he was like, and also, why are you listening to anyone else on the other side? He was like, obviously you look great or you wouldn't be back there. Now go get back to work. And I was like, okay, yep, we got it. I was so upset. But, and a lot of people really didn't like working for him because they said he was too aggressive, which, I mean, his delivery wasn't always perfect, but there was always some solid logic in there. If you could just get past, I always listened. I respected him. To this day, he has still ran so many. I mean, he's still running successful bars, and that's for a reason. He's successful for a reason, Um, but it was so funny, and he was right, and that's not even. I mean, y'all, listen. None of these are scripted. You're getting Jamie and the Raw here. And the bar industry, and I'm talking about the last part where he was like, if you didn't look great, you wouldn't be back there in the first place. I want to defend that because in the bar industry is misogynistic almost by default. Like, it's not even anyone's fault. If you want to blame someone, blame human nature. Like, it just is. That's just the nature of the beast. That's just the nature of that business. So it wasn't like anything he was saying wasn't true. But I was just all in my feelings for a minute, and I was like, oh man, like, can't get a freaking break. Just try and go to work. But yeah, I wanted to share that with you. Who cares? Oh, and then I remember when I when I did go back in, I was like, okay. So I went back and I like suck it up, wipe your eyes, get over it. And Lily was being so nice to me. She was like, okay. Okay. Like now, that wouldn't bother me at all. I'm like, okay, just wouldn't, But when you're younger and you're in that like atmosphere that it matters, it's a little different, man. But yeah. So I'm going to leave the link for the shop, the Linktree shop. Linktree is so awesome. I've been messing with that too. I'm so stoked about it. I mean, I have so many I'm all over the place, it really is so convenient that it's all just right there. It's crazy because before, when people wanted to know what I did, they would have to go to a million different places. But this, like, they can just go here and it's great. It's perfect. I'm loving it. But I will leave the link to the Linktree shop so you guys look at those mattresses. I have perfumes and I have dog beds on there too that I picked out. I picked all that stuff out. Right? I do puppies. What am my coffee? I have this was the souvenir that the hospital gave me when they took my appendix. Mm-hmm. Nobody can say I left empty-handed. That's all I'm saying. We gotta be grateful every day. Speaking of gratitude, I'm just so grateful for every single one of you, all y'all. I'm grateful for your attention, and I'm grateful for your support. And life has just been so hard and so weird and so educational. But we will stay grateful for all of our blessings, for bringing us peace, and every single one of our challenges for bringing us strength, as they are both equally important, right? And I'll keep everybody posted on the contextually human stuff. I don't like, I have a problem putting stuff behind a paywall because I feel like information should be free. And that's just something in my heart that conflicts with our society and survival, I guess. But yeah, thank you. Thank you guys for watching. You're amazing. Happy Sunday. Go make this week your bitch. Bye, guys.